Hello everyone. In this video, we will try to understand the difference between do while loop and for loop. Okay, so we will try to understand with real life examples as well. Okay, so if I show you my screen here, uh, you see here while loop real life examples. Okay, so the while loop is useful when you don't know beforehand how many iterations are required. Okay, so when you don't know how many iterations you need to, you need to iterate, then you can use while loop, right? Like downloading a file. Okay, keep downloading chunks of file until the entire file is downloaded. So you see here while file downloaded, while file downloaded not, that means if the file is not downloaded yet, then run this function download chunk. Okay, so you don't know how many iterations it will take, how much time it will take to fully download the file, but you have to keep iteration. Okay, keep iterating. Okay, so in these types of case you can use while loop, guys. You see checking battery level. Okay, continuously checks the battery level and perform actions until the battery is charged to a certain level. Okay, so while battery level is less than 100, then charge battery. Okay, so in these types of case you can use while loop. Okay, ATM withdrawal. Okay, so keep prompting the user for a valid pin until the correct pin is entered. Okay, so you see here, uh, if is correct pin is not, that means if is correct pin is false. Okay, so if the pin is not correct, then you have to print enter pin, right? You have to provide correct pin. So in these types of case we can use while loop. Okay, and do while loop. So do while loop ensures that the task is performed at least once. Okay, at least once the task is performed, even if the condition is false initially. Okay, so that means even if the condition is false, at least we will iterate once at least. Okay, so you see here menu driven program, display a menu to user at least once and allow repeated actions until until they chose to exit. Okay, so you see here, when chose not equals 3. Okay, so when not equals 3, then these at least these two part will be iterated at least once. Okay, and then it will be checked if the choice is not 3. Okay, so then it will iterate again. Okay, so you see here printf option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 3 is exit. So if the user choice option 3 exit, then the loop should stop. Okay, so if any other thing, the user choose any other thing, other number 1, 2, then we can take input. Okay, we can take input, we can take an we can take a number from the user, 1 or 2, something like this. Okay, ruling dies. Okay, so ruler dies at least once, then decide whether to rule again based on the result. Okay, so integer rule, do rule equals rule dies. Okay, so printf you ruled these. So while rule not equal 6, keep ruling until you get 6. Okay, so when rule not equal 6, then it will iterate at least once, then it will decide. Okay, password validation. So you can see this kind of programs and you can guess what's happening here, right? We may need to write this kind of program in real life projects, but now we are doing the simple things, like some basic calculations. So we will get these kind of things later. Okay, maybe after a few months in our channel. Okay, so for loop real life examples. Okay, the for loop is ideal when the number of iteration is known beforehand. So when you know how many iterations you need to take, then you can use for loop. Okay, so printing a calendar, you see here, initial integer day 1, day starts from 1 and day is less than or equals to 30, then day will be increased one by one. Okay, So and the day is printed, guys. So you can we can we can ensure that how many iterations we need to take, because we start from 1 and we are stopping in 30. Okay, so we previously know how many iterations we should take, we will take. Sending emails. Okay, so send emails to fixed number of users. So I starts from 0 and I less than total users. Okay, so when I less than total users, then as far as I is less than total user, we will keep sending, right? So we know how many users we have. Maybe in our database we have like 1,000 users, so we know how many iterations we have to take, right? So in this kind of case, we can use for loop, guys. Calculating factorial, you see here. uh, Factorial, we made videos on factorial in our math playlist, you can check there. So uh, in case of calculating factorial of any number, we know how many iterations we should take. Okay, so factorial is just, if you want to calculate the factorial of 5, then all the numbers except 0. Okay, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so if you multiply all the numbers, then you can get factorial of 5, right? Display multiplication table. So in this kind of things, in this kind of cases, we can use do while loop and for loop, guys. So comparison through real life scenarios. Imagine you're programming a vending machine. Okay, so while keep checking if the user has inserted sufficient money until the required amount is reached. Okay, so this kind of case you can use while. Do while. Display the list of items and ask for input at least once, even if the user hasn't entered any money yet. Okay. For display prices for all items in a fixed list of 10 products. Okay, so I hope you understand, guys, and we will keep practicing, guys. In our channel we will keep uploading videos, and we will keep doing things. Okay, so there is no chance to forget, guys. We will not stop uh, as long as we are confident, right? So thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video.